Surprisingly, it's true, Chao Qian. It looks like we have something to do. After receiving an affirmative answer, Chu Feng revealed a smile. It's a good sentiment, and it's not easy to find things to do in this gap time. Tell you what, the two of us have also been out for a long time, and now that a situation has arisen within the clan, let's go back and take a look. Chu Feng faintly smiled and directly settled this matter. Pill King Sect. In the Great Hall of Deliberation, a white-bearded old man and a middle-aged man, discussing things face to face. Patriarch, these two people's identities are indeed disciples within our clan. Their identities are unmistakable. Fine, then tomorrow we'll grant their request to go in and explore. I hope they'll be able to sort things out inside, and most importantly, obtain the legendary god-level alchemy. If we had this alchemy in place, our Pill King sect would definitely be able to revive the splendor of the ancient times. I hope. The white-bearded old man looked into the distance, the endless scenery, and after glancing at the 3 or 2 cultivators under his door, he sighed faintly. Will do. The middle-aged man stoically returned. The white-bearded old man was named Tang Genoa, the only Xian realm cultivator in the Pill King sect. It was also the grand elder of the Medicine King sect. The middle-aged man was named Mu Lingwu, and he was the patriarch of the Pill King sect in this generation. The cultivation level is the second level of the Xian realm. The matter that the two of them were talking about was precisely about the request of the duo of Chu Feng and Xiao Qian. These two requested to join the team exploring the secret realm after they returned with Li Mu during the day. Originally, both Tang Genoa and Mu Lingwu disagreed. This was because this secret realm was the foundation of the Pill King sect, and it was also an unspoken secret within the Pill King sect. There are great opportunities and great crises inside. The Pill King sect was a power in the ancient era that had an upper third-ranked grandmaster at its helm, the main source of the door, and the training task is for the purpose of alchemy. It was the largest alchemy power in the immortal and demon continent, providing numerous pills to countless powers in the immortal and demon continent. It was rumored that there were pills to countless powers in the immortal and demon continent. It was rumored that there were also god-level alchemy, god-level pills, and so on. End of chapter. Chapter 103, Attack of the Demon Race. Chapter 103, Attack of the Demon Race. However, after discovering that Chu Feng also had Xiao Qian's extremely high level of talent as well as strength, they then subconsciously placed the sect's hopes on these two. After all, the splendor of the Medicine King sect that belonged to before. Now they're just a little ragtag family. To a mid-Xian realm existed not even. What's more, what's going on here pulls at the heartstrings of countless people. It's no longer something they can hide down there. Therefore, rather than releasing these two outsiders, it is better to give hope to the disciples under the door. Take a shot at these countless hopes. Pill King sect. Entrance to the ancient Dan realm. Let's go. It's going to be hard back there if we don't. Chu Feng looked at the extremely skillful Chao Qian in front of him. Faintly, behind them were a large number of people from the Pill King sect, all of whom had placed their hopes on the two. I heard that after the news of the secret realm over here came out, not only humans, these came with a multitude of powerful people. It directly surrounded the Medicine King sect. Countless strong people also came over from the demon race, tugging at the sky with them. Once they reached an agreement, then the secret realm of the Pill King sect would be out of their hands. Well, go! Glancing back behind her, Xiao Qian followed Chu Feng and stepped into the ancient Dan realm. Be careful, there are numerous ferocious beasts here. As soon as she came in, Xiao Qian directly waved her hand, and sent several strange, demonic beasts with a fierce light in their eyes and without a trace of intelligent appearance flying out, straight up in the air as neat froth. This is a ferocious beast at the 9th level of the spirit realm? Chu Feng shouted in both surprise and consternation. Ferocious beasts. Ancient legends only fight kill. Extremely exclude other kinds of demonic beasts. Unlike demonic beasts, a species with intelligence, these ferocious beasts only knew how to kill. No other feelings existed. There is no leader either. Among these ferocious beasts, the bones and flesh were all extremely good spiritual medicines and materials. It directly led to them becoming sought after by countless people in the outside world, directly making them in countless years in the killing of cultivators. Straight up death is out of the question. In the outside world, very few had heard of their existence. Right now, if he was still able to see their existence here, Chu Feng was already extremely surprised. This place is truly worthy of being a secret realm of the ancient past. Even these extinct ferocious beasts exist. This is really... Xiao Qian acted extremely surprised at this scene. On the contrary, Chu Feng, although he was slightly surprised by this situation, once he thought of this world's light and strange, he was not surprised. After all, even the great emperors over here were able to travel into the real world, so what else was impossible? Let's go. It's too dangerous here. Let's look for a hiding place before we talk. As Chu Feng looked at the numerous ferocious beasts around him, he instantly had an idea in his mind. Immediately instructed Xiao Qian to take herself quickly away from the side before saying anything. Okay. Looking at the ferocious beasts coming from the distance, which were extremely thick and gave themselves a dangerous aura, Xiao Qian didn't dare to stay longer. Immediately, he struck out and killed all of the several ferocious beasts in front of him, and after that, they immediately brought Chu Feng to leave this side. It's not bad to have a strong bodyguard. As Chu Feng looked at the ferocious beasts that died directly in front of him, in his mind, he was secretly extremely satisfied with Tang Shishir's arrangement. If Chao Qian hadn't been there, he would have died immediately if he had come in now. This was something that would extremely delay his idea of quickly upgrading and improving his strength. True Lord Xuanwu, our demon emperor has given a deadly order that we must occupy a place in the secret realm here, or no one will be able to take advantage of it. Thousands of miles above the Pill King sect, two teams of people faced each other. A group of people was none other than the human race's side, an assemblage formed by numerous great immortal cultivation sects and clans. On the other side, there were different figures, including human figures, half-human half-demons, and large-sized demonic beast figures. These combinations of varying sizes were the teams sent by the Demon Emperor to compete for the ancient Dan realm. After all, this place belongs to the human side. The Demon Emperor didn't dare to be arrogant, and lined up a full third of the demon generals and Pill Kings to come over. Together we will fight for this secret place. It was because he already knew from the ancient books that there were legendary ferocious beasts existing in the secret realm. These ferocious beast bloodlines, however, were able to quickly enhance and raise the concentration of the bloodlines in the demon race. One must know that the heyday of the demon race was in the ancient times. Their bloodline was pure back then. Once they reached adulthood, they could immediately become heaven realm, or even transformational mortal realm powerhouses. Even a true immortal realm powerhouse wasn't impossible. Moreover, there were endless ferocious beasts under his command that he could drive. But after a long time, and countless battles, and the rise of the strongest on the human side, directly, their first means of driving ferocious beasts was directly exterminated. Here's where the directness of what's going on their side of the fence changes in countless ways. The first is one less means of defense. The second was that it made it impossible for the bloodline concentration on their side to continue to rise. Instead, it slipped continuously. One must know that bloodlines and such things were extremely important to the demon race. Among the demon race, bloodlines are honored. The higher the bloodline concentration, the higher the strength, the higher the ceiling that can be reached. But once the ceiling is reached, they will also have trouble continuing to ascend. The other thing that is different is the pseudo that starts to lift. They don't have the talent on their side that they have on the human side. It could only be raised through the bloodline. And here is the information about the ferocious beast. It directly made the demon emperor happy. This was a sign that they had hope of restoring the glory of the demon race in the ancient era. This discovery directly brought all of his attention to this side. Even a short while ago, Tang Shishir's side of the demon race for his plan to recognize. He also stopped paying attention. It's just a matter of keeping an eye on your men. After all, if one could obtain the ferocious beasts of the ancient times in the secret realm, the trouble on the demon race's side was nothing more than a handful for him. How could he possibly put that side in perspective? I can't believe that your demon emperor still pays so much attention to this side. But with you people wanting to take so much good food from here, are you trying to dream? True Lord Xuanwu looked at the 5 transformed demonic beasts in front of him with mockery in his countenance. Their human side had already anticipated the demon race's actions. The 4 great sacred lands also had a supreme hall that directly sent a full 10 true lords over. Even the 5 legendary true lords of Xuanwu, Xinglong, Zhu Ke, Bai Hu, and Qilin were all sent. These people were existences that had become true lords hundreds of thousands of years ago. The strength is now unfathomable. Moreover, among them were 5 existences that had become true lords in 10,000 years. With this lineup, how could they possibly let the demon race's side have their way? After all, the supreme side, however, knew the situation of the demon race. The supreme being was founded to fight against the foreigners. Now that he found out that the demon race had hopes of rising, how could he possibly relax? Immediately, a powerful lineup was sent over. 90 to nip the revival of the demon race in the bud. Go! The Black Tiger Demon King's eyes flickered with a cold light as well as an extremely demonic and ferocious light. Without saying a word, he directly brought his men and went up against the human true lord. Their side was also aware that it was impossible to simply be able to enter the secret realm. And, There was no way they would be so stupid as to think that just a few words of nonsense would get them into it. Therefore, the demon clans, led by the Demon King, engaged in battle without saying a word. For a time, smoke drifted high in the air of the Medicine King sect, countless rays of light flickered among them, and, from time to time, numerous corpses appeared below. Some are human, some of them are of the huge demon race. Anyway, it was an extremely large breath. Every single one of them was at least a heaven realm powerhouse existence. Even the mortalization realm had quite a few. The mountains and forests on the Medicine King sect side were directly covered. It becomes one of the boundless views on this side. Be careful, we'll have to move faster on our side. If we're discovered, all of the Demon King's lord's scheming will be scrapped, and the adults have to fight 2 against 1. But they won't last long. Below the Pill King sect, in the many forests, dozens of figures concealed their forms and quickly advanced. The breadth of these figures was obscure, and if one didn't use the naked eye to view them, just inspecting it with divine thoughts can be directly invisible. With the help of these magical concealment techniques, this group of dozens of people rushed to the entrance of the ancient Dan realm in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, at this time, there were numerous disciples guarding this side. It was no longer realistic to try to move on with these means of concealment. At that moment, the person leading the way waved his hand and called the group to a halt. Let's go. Now we're starting to have to force our way in. If anyone can get in, 1 in counts as 1. Got it? The leader whispered. After going in, there's no need to care about anything. Just open the jade slip in the storage bag on the, which has the things that Lord Demon Emperor wants us to do. Just finish one, and those of us who do will die with no regrets. Got it? Yes, Lord Pill King. The numerous powerhouses in the back replied with divine thoughts. Charge, kill. After obtaining an answer from the people behind him, the strong man in the lead immediately rushed towards the front. Enemy attack. These people realized that a multitude of shadowy powerhouses had abruptly appeared in front of them. At that moment, the people defending inside the Medicine King sect immediately knew that someone had broken in, immediately shouted, and, immediately, he sparred with those who rushed up. The people on the Demon Clan side started off with a direct strike and got it right away, knocked several defenders directly in front of him to the ground, blazing a trail in the path of the ancient Dan realm. From this side, it was immediately known that the opponent in front of him was extremely tough and incomparable. At that moment, the many defenders immediately put their attention into the man in front of them. After all, no one wants to let this guy go. However, no one dared to just charge straight up. Thus the majority of the powerhouses immediately surrounded the demon race powerhouses who were the first to erupt, directly pinning his opponent to the ground. However, taking advantage of this moment, numerous strong demon race members had already rushed into the secret realm. Oh, it seems we're still one step stronger. The besieged Transfiguration Mortal Realm powerhouse saw this scene, coldly uttering such words. Before they could react, the other party immediately blew themselves up. Disperse quickly. After noticing the situation on this side, the human race instantly knew what to do about the situation on this side. A stern, quick rebuke. The other side is flying away from the place. After all, there was a Transfiguration Mortal Realm powerhouse exploding here. This shockwave was capable of piercing through even the most ranked protection. Even the existence of a true lord can have accidents. Come on, check to see if any of them aren't dead. And for information on their side, the human side has found out what's going on over here. At that moment, he quickly asked his men to gather this side of the situation. After all, the two races had been at war for so long, they couldn't think of this side of the road to play understand. First of all, they're just a bunch of screw-ups. Straight away, it made a big problem on this side, causing numerous demon race personnel to rush in. And it's the people over here who actually just blew themselves up. Straight away, the perimeter was erased. At that moment, the men's heads hurt, because without this side of the storage bag, there could be no telling what the Demon Clan wanted to do. In the moment, it can be unaware of this side of the story. Go, follow me in. Can't understand the purpose of the demon race. At that moment, the strong men sent over from the human side could not do anything about it. It was only possible to follow the demon race in, exploring or decimating the humans on this side. In this way, no matter what kind of conspiracy or plan the demon race still had on their side, it will all be over. True Lord Xuanwu, our sparring match on this ends here. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore. As soon as they saw this side, they compromised on the human side right away. Humph. The Xuanwu True Lord said no more, just grunted coldly and left straight away. He was afraid that if he continued to be here, he might not be able to help himself and just come and decimate the other party. Open the pouch. As soon as the people on the demon race's side entered, they immediately opened the brocade pouch that the demon emperor had handed them when they came in. What? To have us form a cross-border grand formation and forcefully occupy this side. As soon as the numerous demons opened the pouch, they immediately marveled.